Welcome to Robothouse. Today we bring to you, the people of Robothouse. I don't know what to call our fans yet, or fan, as the case may be. Today we bring you some Nintendo Switch rumors. And Patrick isn't here, so I'm going to do it. That's right. Been holding that one in. So, Mark thankfully compiled the list. I'm going to go through them real fast. Then maybe some speculation on the Zelda trailers that were just shown off.
Oh.
There's a little bit to talk about that, but let's see if we have time. I don't know that this is going to take the whole hour.
We'll find a way.
Well, it's you and me, so hopefully we won't drag on. Also, listeners will be happy, and I've noticed our Pokemon videos do the worst. We're not going to do Pokemon stuff anymore, guys. I think we're just too big of a fan of it to be objective.
And to be honest, I think there's way too many PokeTubers out there anyway, so we'll just get off the fold. We don't...
Maybe some... I mean, we'll still report news and rumors, but I think we're done just going in depth.
We don't...
Which is a shame, but what are you going to do?
We don't post like 30 different videos about one picture like Verlicify and stuff like that, so... and steal other people's theories and pass them as our own.
Hopefully the next year we're going to up our game on theory videos and stuff, actually, but that all relies on my free time, so let's see. Let's get right into it. First off, the biggest one, GameCube Virtual Console. Yes, please.
I'll take things that should have been on the Wii U for $100, Alex.
I'll take, hey, the GameCube adapter might be worth a lot more in the next year, and I'm glad I didn't sell it
Time to buy
for $500.
To buy them all up and buy me some Hatchimals.
Mark's Hatchimal is blue.
It's Roo-Store. But yes, sweet googly moogly.
My Hatchimal's Spider-Man. I think somebody returned it with the wrong thing inside.
But sweet zombie Jeebus, thank you.
Yes. And really, with GameCube, there's only about 40 games that everyone wants.
Hey, wait, you might be right.
So, let's see. They don't need to do Twilight Princess or Wind Waker. We're good there. We can already discount those. They're not coming.
Mario Sunshine, because it was the only GameCube Mario that wasn't, like, sports.
I would be honest, I think we're going to get Melee, Luigi's Mansion, and Sunshine right off the bat.
Yeah. You might, depending on Sega partnership, you might get stuff like Sonic Adventure Director's Cut.
Billy Hatcher.
Frickin' Billy Hatcher, man. Why would you...
I do not know what they were thinking of that
Why would you want Skies of Arcadia when you can have this?
Well, I'm worried about that, because what if they get Dreamcast games in there, too? Which could easily be handled on the Switch. And we get that Skies of Arcadia instead of the good version.
They probably know better. They'll probably go with the one that was on.
Would they? How many times have we... Okay, the Game Boy Advance versions of every Final Fantasy game are superior in every way to the Super Nintendo variants. And you still get those instead. And I would be willing to pay the extra money for the Game Boy Advance version.
Well, we'll just have to find out.
Then, I think they released a 3DS or the DS version of Final Fantasy IV on iPad. I'm like, I don't want this version. It sucks. It's like a uglier Bravely Default.
Don't say that in front of the money.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. The Game Boy Advance remakes, or, like, they just pass them over all the time for the Super NES versions. So, who knows? But that's Square.
Yeah.
Sega does stupid things in other ways.
We would probably get both Sonic Adventures.
Oh, definitely. But we definitely... That's the problem, though, because if we get them both, there's a bunch of free games on there.
Oh, yeah, the Game Gear and such. Yeah. When
So
they could
it's a tricky proposition.
They might cut that and just put stuff like Sonic Gems Collection and stuff up there instead.
Yeah. more Blue Sphere.
Can't get enough.
You can unlock harder and harder Blue Sphere levels instead of Game Gear games.
F-Zero GX would be there. Because it's so much easier just to do that than make another F-Zero.
Like I said, I mean, it's easy to put together a top 10, top 20 game list. And Soul Calibur 2.
They'd probably sneak one of the Star Foxes on there. It would probably it would have to be Assault because they probably wouldn't want.
They have a better relationship with Namco than Rare. I would say it would be Assault instead of Adventure.
Plus, they want to make people.
But no one likes either game, so.
Assault was good, damn it.
The shooting parts were good, not the parts where you walk around in the go-kart master.
Framing stuff was satisfying though.
Yeah.
Maybe finally Dashin the Giant for America.
That'd be nice. They'll leave it in Japanese though. They've done that before.
I think there was a rumor that the Animal Crossing game was allegedly being worked on.
I don't think we're gonna get an Animal Crossing. Because that's again, it's one of those tricky areas where they make more on a new one.
Plus, that one game was just like it has games inside of games.
That one's a mess too. Because there's a bunch of NES games on it.
We probably wouldn't. Yeah, we wouldn't get any of the Metroids.
Well, there aren't any on GameCube. Oh wait, what are you? I'm sorry. I'm thinking of N64. No, you're right. I don't know. I would love to play Prime again with a controller. As much as I like the Trilogy Collections controls.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel Prime in particular. Really, it works better with a GameCube controller. Echoes really benefits from the control scheme because it makes killing things easier, but
yeah,
that's about it.
They could probably do. Well, yeah, there was a whole bunch of Mario parties too.
Well, I would hope they wouldn't release any Mario parties.
But everybody loves those Mario parties. You just hear people clamoring. The ones after 3 are fantastic.
Yes, okay. Actually, now it's the ones before 9, I believe, everyone loves. Because 10 was terrible.
Everybody loves the cart and the gamepad. What are you talking about? Oh, Double Dash. Double Dash.
Oh, yeah, definitely Double Dash. I want to say Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, but I don't know exactly how that would work. It would have to actually. I don't think it could be a VC port. It would have to be its own remastered title, which wouldn't be a bad thing, mind you.
Depending on their relationship with Konami, they could do the Metal Gear stuff, the Resident Evil stuff, Capcom.
You know what? Metal Gear Solid. I forget what they call it. The subtitle, but yeah, it's not Twin Snakes.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, it is Twin Snakes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that actually. People hate that version for some reason. I don't know why. It looks
cleaner. I don't understand why either.
They say some of the character models are messed up. I'm like, Vulcan Raven is the one they bitch about because he's the size of a normal person now. I'm like, who cares? They were using the.
I was thinking of one ahead of time, but if you wanted to finish your thought on that.
No, I'll be going.
Well, if the Beyond Good and Evil 2 rumor is true, then the original Beyond Good and Evil.
That makes sense. Though, it looks like it's a reboot.
Either way.
I'm fine with it being a reboot, because, first off, I don't like Beyond Good and Evil. I think it's a mediocre game that a lot of people fell in love with. While they were waiting for
I only played it for the first time about a year ago, and I liked it, but I'm not in love with it.
It's just really repetitive and formulaic, and it hasn't aged well, I don't feel, but if 2 ups the weird animal people and makes it about something else, I'm all for it.
We could also get the Fire Emblem game there was.
I was about to bring those up. Yeah, the one Shadows?
Path of Radiance. No, yeah, Path of Radiance was GameCube, right? And then Radiant Dawn was Wii.
I believe so. Isn't there one with Shadows in the title?
The Shadow Dragon, I think.
Yeah, that was GameCube too,
No, I
right?
think that was DS, which was a reprint, I think.
I know they hyped the heck out of. I think it was the Wii one they hyped up because there was a really extensive trailer for it. But the GameCube one did pretty well.
And I think
I can see that being re-released.
that way they can just start padding out with this virtual console while they're waiting for like the post-launch, games.
Yeah, they're probably going to have about 10 games to get them through the year, but yeah, if you open up with a GameCube Virtual Console with a strong lineup of like maybe 2 or 3 titles a month,
you could have again, depending on the Namco relationship, you could put like Tales of Symphonia and stuff too.
Oh, I would love to play Tales of Symphonia.
Oh,
but then I have to remember about that horrible sequel.
It was Path of Radiance for the game. I got it right in front of me. Yeah. But yeah.
I'll admit that I think maybe it was the GameCube where they showed a trailer for it, but I was definitely more interested in Fire Emblem once I saw that. But after I got the remake of the first one on DS way back in the day, it just wasn't for me.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. My first Fire Emblem game was the hell, Awakening, and then I just whack, and now I have the others. So, but a lot of people are like, God damn, you have Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance. You really feel the casual.
He fell asleep. So that's why he didn't try to stay.
Let's see, what else? Riddle Pikmin. It goes back with a GameCube style control.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. People actually like the Wii controls though.
For purists, I suppose though. Give them the option. But yeah, GameCube PC that would just be such a perfect way to fill holes.
Yeah.
It's what we should have did for their active routes. And the one that we're still sitting through right now while waiting for Zelda.
Yes. Well, I have no faith in that version of Zelda coming out. I also have to buy the DS version, 3DS version of Shovel Knight, because I'm pretty sure I'm not getting that last DLC with Game Knight. Otherwise, that just gives me an excuse to play through the game again, so that's fine.
I'm not sure on the particulars of this one, but on mention of Capcom, because their studio's, quote unquote, gone, it'd be great to see Beautiful Joe come back that way on the VC.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones, yeah. 2 is sort of weak, but it doesn't really fall apart until Red Hot.
Oh, God, yeah.
Where the creative team had already left to form Clover.
Yeah. Then the DS.
Which then became Platinum.
Did...
hey, original... wait, no. Okami was... Yeah, I'm thinking PlayStation.
It would be nice if they could... it'd be hard, but unless they did yet another remaster, because they weren't on GameCube originally, but Devil May Cry. But...
Well, that would be... there is a trilogy collection planned. Or quadrology, I guess. Now.
Yeah. Quartet.
So, and that 5th game. No, nobody likes that one.
But some fantastic makings here.
Yes. Yeah, we can probably name GameCube games all night.
By pulling up a wiki page.
Well, some of them were popular ones.
Yeah.
I guess Resident Evil 4, but again, the Wii version is actually the best version of the game. And you can get it for like $10 if you know what you're doing, so there's no reasons for that one. But actually, there are GameCube ports of the first 3 Resident Evils, and the first one is a remake, so that actually would be too bad. I actually found out something interesting. In Remake, there's an immortal lady named Alice, and she's the monster that follows you around most of the game. And I realized, it's the character from the movie.
There you go.
Yes. They don't like Mila Jovovich's character, I guess, but it's pretty funny. Okay, so let's move on. The next rumor, possible new characters in the Smash for Switch. I think we all kind of agreed this is a given.
Yeah.
We're never getting a new Smash game, everyone. They're just going to continue to port this and add new characters as they go. This is a platform now. This is what Capcom wanted to do with Street Fighter but couldn't manage. But Nintendo can, and they will. Because there's no way they can top this.
That's a huge roster, that's for sure. And my theory is, if it's indeed going to be 2 characters, veteran and maybe 1 newcomer, but nothing too outlandish. It's probably not going to be a third party. It's going to be a first party again. So probably the Ice Climbers, and then maybe the Inklings or something.
I think they're going to go back to one of their canceled characters.
Do tell.
I think the chorus.
Ah.
And I think their gimmick is going to be that if you press your attacks in time, like each one makes a sound, and if you do the rhythms correctly, you get more powerful combos.
So the Donkey Kong Final Smash as a character.
No, because that doesn't work.
Yeah.
But like, say if you hit B and they shoot a fireball, the fireball goes la. Then you would hit up B for their jump, and that would be another sound. And if you do them in the correct sequence, it would just like give them more air or something like that. I'm trying to think like Sakurai here, but I'm sure I'm not explaining it correctly. But he would do something because it's a music and rhythm game. They would have to be one of those characters where you have to get the flow correct. And in a fighting game, as Smash goes, it doesn't really have that. But I think it would be neat to have a character where, if you know what you're doing, it's really hard to get out of a groove with them, and you can keep your advantage.
Makes sense, but then you have to pray that they don't have to fight through lag.
Yeah, I think that might be the biggest issue. Not so much for tournaments, but yeah.
That's a killer there.
Although,
what a neat character. You just never care.
We're out of those for now, thankfully. And it's not Nintendo's fault. Of course they're going to advertise one of their more popular series.
Yeah.
Like, Fire Emblem went from dead in Japan even, to, man, this is making us tons of money.
Yes. But they all had to be sorted.
I don't think Robin...
I'll say Robin's more of a different example there.
Robin and Corrin aren't really swords people. I would say Corrin's the weirdest character in the game.
Yeah.
With her dragon arms and...
Yeah, lance armed and stuff, yeah.
Sticking people to the ground and kicking them in the face.
Like, we couldn't get... It'd be probably Nightmare for Pro.
Also, her sword is a chainsaw.
The auto blade, yeah. We couldn't get somebody wielding an axe or a big slow knight or something.
Well, it was always going to be a main character, so they don't really do that.
Not even Donnie. Not even freaking Donnie, man. With a spear.
I mean, of the, we're at 53 characters right now? If 6 of them have swords, who cares? I guess you could argue Link. The Link's fin in there too, but I don't think they do.
Primary weapon.
I guess it's the primary weapon, but like Link's, especially Toon Link's bread and butter, is distance games with his bombs and boomerang.
So you think a Breath of the Wild Link would be much more diverse, though?
He would be a weird character, and I don't know that...
He uses axes, uses pot lids, and just everything under, even lightning arrows now, but that's coming up later.
I don't think those are lightning arrows. I think the lightning rod.
Both.
Right? Oh, interesting.
So
the way lightning works in the game, I'd be afraid to use it.
So again, so you're gonna go with a canceled character, but what about another one? Both canceled, or a vet and canceled, or what?
I think they gotta bring back Wolf. I think we'll get a vet and a new character who was obviously a canceled character.
You think they would dip back into the ballot and pick another person, or?
I don't think they're going to do the ballot again. Not that it, actually.
True. I wish they would. I wish they would have made those results public, but.
Because Japan, if you want to blame anyone, Japan picked Corrin.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if I'm honest with myself, Marshadow is going to be in it.
Oh, that's.
It hasn't been revealed yet.
Now it would make sense because.
But I mean, actually, I want Marshadow to be in Pokken instead, but we'll see.
You get your toxic Product?
Froy, not Froy.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Froy.
no.
Not Froy. Yeah, it's Krogan.
Yeah.
For some reason, instead of Toxic Croak. And now Empoleon.
And all characters that will not be in the Wii version when you can get the Switch version.
Yeah. Well, jokes on them. I still have my Dark Mewtwo amiibo card that didn't mean anything because you unlock the character after you beat the game. Yeah, we're talking about Pokemon. No, it's relevant because it's the other big Nintendo fighter now.
Yeah, I'd agree with either Wolf or Ice Climbers. Probably the Ice Climbers because they're the biggest ones. Because you knew Sakurai even had them running. Like they were good to go with the 3DS version, so they probably would take the least amount of work.
Dr. Mario literally took their spot, as we found out.
And then I don't know. I feel the Inklings will get it just because they're the new.
I think they will, but I'm not sure if that's a right away thing or if they wait.
If they want to wait for their sequel to be announced.
Because as we go forward, eventually they're just going to start packaging Smash in with the console. It's going to be on it from day one. Is what I think they eventually want to do with this. Because that's how you build it as a platform. Everyone has it, and then you just pay for new stuff.
Yeah.
Which, Capcom, man, guys, you watch that. So, like, the bigger things that happen for Smash Brothers would be new content, substantial new content.
Yeah.
So I think what they would do is wait till Christmas. They would announce Splatoon characters in a level, and then maybe they would get like a single-player mode in there too.
Start putting in stuff.
Smash doesn't really have one.
Right
now.
Start slipping in stuff like, cutting room floor ideas that they can actually put back into the game.
Well, here's all I want. The old classic mode back. Because new classic mode is terrible.
Yeah.
Or a single player where you just go through each character's world.
So kind of like
like the Melee adventure mode. Just improve on that a little bit. I don't need huge cutscenes or anything.
I would think Smash Run for the Switch version would make a lot more sense with a portable console option.
Smash Run isn't too bad, yeah. I mean, if you can actually interact with people in it, it would be fun. So maybe that'll happen on Switch.
But yeah, I think people need to get out of their head that characters like Ridley and K. Rool and Shovel Knight, that they're not going to be the firing of the new version. Some more than others are still not going to happen. But I mean, if these other characters like Shovel Knight, though, I mean, if he can continue carving a nice legacy for himself,
I can see Shovel Knight in a year. We'll see, because they're toying with a sequel already.
Yeah, they just have to get through all this first round deal. They have to get through all the DLC for the first, and then they'll be good to go. They can devote all the manpower to get the sequel going.
Like if I had the money to just buy into Yacht Club, I would. I would give them like $10 million to finish the Shovel Knight DLC, hire a bunch of new people, and get to work on a new IP. The stuff I want to do. They released a survey earlier this year. The stuff they want to do includes a Mega Man-like game. Believe they mentioned a Castlevania in there. I want them to guess they lose their indie status if they get more popular, but
Small. Hey.
it's tempting. Yeah. I think Shovel Knight will eventually be on Smash. There's no doubt in my mind. Nintendo really likes Yacht Club. They really pushed hard for Shovel Knight. Like, he's on other consoles. The reason people like he's almost a household name is because of Nintendo. They pushed it hard.
Yeah. He's in Gunvolt and they gave it.
He seems to be like the indie mascot. And people, I guess, are getting sick of him. I'm like, you know what? Just enjoy the little fun stuff. Indie developers should work together like that.
Yeah. It would be sweet if Yacht Club and Way Forward could work together on stuff. I mean, one was made up of people from Way Forward.
First off, yeah, both of them come from big names in the industry. Way Forward's a little smaller than Rare was, but like, I want the Yacht Club guys to learn from the Rare guys. The only good things can happen in that scenario. Yeah, Shovel Knight has to collect 40 honeycombs. No. But yeah, I would be fine if they started adding indie characters. That'd be neat too.
Because they like to be, they're embracing so many walks of video games right now. You got your characters, your modern characters, and you got your clearly Japanese characters like Cloud and Shulk. So yeah, and your third parties that really kick the door open in this game. Now I think it's time to let an indie character in.
Yeah.
And right now, it's like Shovel Knight's the one that people have been clamoring over. He's endured over, I want to say,
I would argue he's one of the top 10 most popular mascots. In that you can show him to anyone who plays video games, and there's a good chance they'll know who he is.
More so than characters like maybe Minecraft Steve and anybody from Under.
I would argue that Minecraft is so niche, and it's not that it doesn't have a large player base, it's just it's all children, that if you showed an adult gamer, they would say, oh, it's Minecraft, but they would not know that the character's name is supposed to be Steve, or any of that.
And Undertale's had its fun. Five Nights has no chance.
Undertale, I feel like Five Nights at Freddy I don't even consider an indie game. I figure
he made so many games so fast. He's got so much commercial to him too. Granted, he likes to put.
Well, it's not really much of a game, so it's easy to make it. And I feel like Five Nights is the first horror game for a lot of younger kids. And it's a relatable horror, too, because you always wonder, what if those robots go crazy at Chuck E. Cheese?
It's like the younger Slender Man.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, as any characters go...
Shovel Knight's at the top of the list.
Yeah, like, he's right up there with Sonic and Mario, and he has a lasting appeal, I guess, is the way to say it. And that's why I think he'll be in there someday.
Yeah, I mean, it pains to say it versus some characters like the Cave Story guy quote. Like, his game was really popular, but it's just the timing was off.
This game is also like 30 years
old. Yeah,
and
you could feel like she got the big bump too, but Shantae had a huge bump too. That's the people like Etika and such. But she still keeps making games, so.
Oh, that's Way Forward's baby.
Yeah, you could tell that they really wanted her to be in, so all Nintendo would have to do is,
Well, sure, maybe she will be someday.
You just feel like there's an announcement of an amiibo for her coming, but it's just like, well, it didn't happen for Hatch.
Well, the only reason I can see Way Forward is a weird company, and they do a lot of stuff to pay the bills, so they can do their passion projects. They might just not have the budget for an amiibo, where Yacht Club, I'm almost positive Nintendo footed the bill for Shovel Knight.
I think maybe, though, the biggest contender for both of them now, next year, will be based on their reception. I think Yooka-Laylee.
Mm-hmm.
Watch them, because everybody is loving the demo and really acting.
Yeah, that's the game to watch.
It is the game to watch, and if people are in love with the game right now, if the game's going to go over just as well as Banjo as Kazooie.
It scared Microsoft enough that they've been trying to make a new Banjo, so since it was
Yeah.
announced.
So I would not be shocked in the least if Ukulele vaulted all the way to the front of the line to get in Smash and Amiibo.
Indeed. So I think, yeah, we're running a little short. So yeah, let's move on to the next item. I think we pretty much at this point on characters. The Dark Souls trilogy may come to a Switch if sales are good.
So it will. Got it.
More than likely, yes.
I'll be honest, I've never played Dark Souls. I know they're infamous for being hard, so.
Mm-hmm. This is actually the ability to, like, it's not a save anywhere game, so they might have to change some things. But taking it on the go, it's a very involved game. Being able to take it with you might help it a little for some people. Personally, not my cup of tea.
I think I would get frustrated for being killed all the time and just be told to get good. But...
Well, the problem with it is it's not that you're getting good; it's that you have to learn to abuse the system. In Unreal Engine games, you look for the little spots of level, the change defaults and stuff. It's learning to achieve like little geometry saps and things like that. So, like, there's a dragon coming at you, but you find you can shoot an arrow through this point in the wall, but he can't hit you. And so you basically sit there and ping him with arrows till he dies. I did that once in a Dragon's Dogma, but that was a little different. It is a good sign, though, that a popular trilogy release might come. And I hope this opens the way for, like, probably not Bloodborne, because Sony published it, but if they ever go back to Armored Core, I'd be down with it.
And that, was that rumor that Final Fantasy collection for the other guy for PlayStation. That would be a huge score, too, but I doubt it.
Is that, all the non-online games? Or is
I forget, but it's like a big one. Either way.
All the PSP versions. Yeah, actually, I swear that a lot of trilogy collections are coming out nowadays. I think Switch would be a really good target.
Crash Bandicoot.
I don't know why people are excited about that. I almost put it on here because I know it's going to come to Switch. Crash Bandicoot games are bad, everybody. They are not good. Their closest relative is modern 3D Sonic games, oddly enough. Except sometimes you have to run towards the screen with less camera. But yeah, it's probably gonna come to the NX too, or not the NX, the Switch.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah, but maybe depends on the price.
Knowing them,
let's move on.
Knowing them, they'd probably put a quick Link skin on a character or something. I don't know.
Hide one of the swords.
But moving on.
EA is going to be bringing some Switch titles to the world. I think it's safe to agree that one of them is Mass Effect.
No. You don't say.
But
when's that release date again for Andromeda?
I don't know. I think it got delayed.
Oh crap! That means the Switch got delayed too.
No, I think it's fine.
Hey, I would be perfectly fine. I'm not much into Mass Effect because I've only played my third one, but I'm liking what I'm playing. So, granted, I won't rag on the ending that there was, like a lot of people did, but gameplay wise and such, I'm fine with it. I'm kind of trepidatious at the Andromeda stuff we've seen, like having to craft a lot of stuff, because it almost sounds.
Well,
it almost sounds.
I like that because you're not you're in a part of space that isn't heavily colonized yet, so there aren't factories anywhere.
A lot of folks are just quick to point out the whole No Man's Sky comparison.
Well, it's fair, but it looks like you'll actually find things
and do stuff.
Yes.
But If it's Mass Effect, I'm down for it. So since it's the start of another story, I guess, or something, then yeah,
It takes place in another galaxy during the events of
really,
the first trilogy.
huh?
Apparently,
I thought I had seen it takes place.
I've heard like 7 different things from so many different sources. I don't think any of them are 100% accurate, but it makes more sense to me that they would have it occur during the same time because the Reapers don't seem too obsessed with any other solar system or galaxy but ours. Oh well, I mean, there's other possibilities here. Obviously, sports titles returning would be a huge.
Yeah, judging from the Switch's trailer, like yeah, they definitely want to make sports be a thing.
Mm-hmm. Nintendo's no stranger to it though, so don't count them out of it. Let's see. EA just doesn't have a lot. We'll probably get some Star Wars games at the very least.
Yeah. Star Wars.
So
Battlefront Rogue One.
Oh, it just released for PS4 VR Rogue One piloting sim. Just like a 15-minute demo. Only time I've been jealous that I have that stupid freaking thing. That sounds so fun. Like, you push buttons in the cockpit to do things. It's amazing. Yeah. Open cockpit. No!
Oh. Oh no.
The explosive decompression effects are so cool. No. And then the final rumor here, the dock enables 1080p. I don't think that's a rumor. That's what they said it would do. That's what high definition is.
The strongest.
I guess the Wii U doesn't really output it higher than 720, but the Switch should definitely will. Just not on itself on a TV.
I mean, yeah, okay.
And I mean, that's it. I mean, there's not much to talk about.
Yeah. We end with the least exciting one, but still. Yeah. But the great news is it's going to be just a smidge over a month from now where we'll get a lot more answers.
Yes. One more week, everyone, endure. The holiday seasons. It's we have an extra month or an extra week this month, but you just have to power through.
Yeah. Just to keep, Emily Rogers says she's going to keep mostly quiet until the end of the year, take a little break, so...
Oh, good, so then we won't have to be disappointed as often.
Woo!
I feel like I'm calling this poor woman out. You're not right half
I'm just going to put the big one out there. You've got 24 more days for Mother 3 to come out this year.
Merry Christmas to all our fans. Here's a game that only 20 of you want.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Right.
It's not happening. It's going to be on Switch.
Yeah.
I guarantee it's day one. Virtual
and
console.
Then, what's the name of our new president at Nintendo? Well, either way, he's going to be like, okay, here's Mother 3 now, never ask me for anything.
I almost said Trump. When said
I mean, we can power through these really fast, but we got some Breath of the Wild stuff too.
Yeah, we'll just give our quick impressions of the demo because we got about 20 minutes left. And then we go over. That's right. By the way, everyone, I'm enforcing a time limit from now on because we tend to ramble.
The year was 1982.
We use the word dick. No.
Okay, well, we got it in two waves. We got a trailer, and then we got a demo. So I will say that I liked the trailer so much better because it wasn't painfully scripted and passionless.
Yeah. Well, I feel bad for them because they clearly played that like 800 times.
So, Bill, you died again. Here, let me play. Oh, you.
I miss shilling you, Kyle. So I liked the trailer. It really gave a sense of desolation, but it showed people in it. That's what's important. The world has more than what we've seen. And we know they removed villages and stuff.
Yeah, because Link's not been allowed to leave the plateau until this trailer. But yeah, it's for the longest time. I think a lot of us there thought that maybe Ganon wiped out humanity, except for Link.
I never thought that. I knew they took out villages because it'd be weird if it was just you and those weird sage guys.
Yeah. Well, that was Zelda 1 though, except for the mob.
Well, yeah, but that's a limitation of the technology. That's not.
But
like they've retconned it since that it's a part of Hyrule that was more ravaged by Ganon. And then in Zelda 2, you go to the part that's still a little well maintained.
Where you find such classic characters like Error.
Error and Bagu.
And the lady who will refill your health. But yeah, I mean, Game Explainer already took that analysis through there for just the trailer there. But I definitely liked what I saw. The mysterious flying airship is.
I like that you might get an airship.
Oh my, yeah. It awakens my skies of Arcadia, like, want right now.
Can we call these people, Rudos? The bird people?
It would, I guess, really hinge on the timeline placement, but I would be...
That's the name of the bird people, right?
Rito?
Is...
Rudo was the name of the princess, Zora.
Yeah. Who... What are the name of the bird people? That's slipping my mind.
In Wind Waker, right?
Yeah.
I can look that up real fast.
Birdie.
Bird. Species. Bird person, not the person. Oh, they're called Rito, yeah.
Okay, I was off by one vowel, okay.
That can mean all the difference in a Zelda debate, though.
That's true. So, I mean, they're wide. Like, one dude's a parrot, clearly, and the other guy they showed is a falcon.
You mean Falco?
No, I get... it's a nod, clearly. And Falco himself is a nod to Jet from Cyborg 009, who is also a guest character in the Link to the Past manga. So, we'll see what happens there.
With a Hyrule this big, piling in an airship would be fantastic. I mean, there is fast travel, though, right? They confirm.
Yeah, every temple you hit is a fast travel point.
But flying through the air, and then if you could have, like, air battles with stuff, that'd be just wild.
Yeah, I don't think you'll actually be able to fight with it, but I think you'll befriend these bird people, and they'll be like, yeah, bro, we'll take you around.
Yeah.
And, like, I guarantee there's places only that ship can go.
Like maybe at the top of a really tall mountain or something?
I think, like, the only way to get to the inside of Mount Doom is if we drop you off.
They could do a nod to Wind Waker. Maybe that the thing has cannons and you have to blow open something with them.
That'd be neat.
Maybe it's like this big walled city or something, and you just blow it open.
Mm-hmm.
But, that'd be so nice.
Yeah. So, I like that if these are Rito, that they're the nomads now, apparently, instead of the Gorons. Though it does leave the question, are Zora in the game? Because they're technically the same species.
That's true. But we also have the Deku Sprout guys from.
Well, we haven't seen where they would be,
though.
They might be in that swamp. Though, I think that's where they were headed that we weren't allowed to see. We were about to meet the Deku Sprout.
I think we're just going to get the Gorons, the Rito, and these Deku. I don't think we'll have Zora as we know them.
That's sad, but River Zora... Well, we could have River Zoras, which are more monstrous. We'll see.
That outpost where there's the true love of horses there, that's probably a stable or something where you can rent.
Yeah. I'm excited because we know that you can hunt with Wolf Link. The fact that that dog follows you too, I really think you'll have the option to train a dog to hunt for you.
Yeah, if you probably feed the dog, he'll hang out with you to help you hunt.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
If when he gets hungry or something, he'll just leave or something. And if the dog takes damage from battle, he'll just run off.
Mm-hmm. I gotta beef up my Wolf Link because I think last time I used that in the Twilight Princess, I had like 5 hearts.
Oh, I did it with the dungeon, the final dungeon cleared. It's the special dungeon, so he'll be good.
They showed the amiibo and what they do.
A lot of food and money and such.
I'm fine.
Yeah, it's something nice and optional.
Looks like you heal with food, so to be able to spawn it.
Yeah, and looks like there's the chance of a rare item appearing in the chest too. So
yeah, rupees apparently are very hard to come by too. So the ability to possibly make some.
Yeah, it's gonna make. I bet in Breath of the Wild you could probably make a lot of money from like selling food you cook and stuff. Because they're like, oh, well, you could just sell me this meat, or oh, you could just sell me this nice prepared steak or something.
Yeah.
So you'll have to weigh your options. Do you want like extra rations, a chance to boost your health, or do you want to sell it off to get some money to buy the armor so that you wouldn't necessarily need that?
Yeah.
The speedrunners are gonna have so much fun with this game.
Yeah. But actually, we don't know what the amiibo for the characters from the game do yet, so we still
the Guardian.
got a few mysteries in that regard.
Yeah.
If it summons one of those little mini guardians to fight with you, that would be fun.
That'd be hilarious. Speaking of the Guardians, that tapestry photo, it shows all those ones surrounding like the castle.
I think we had a Hyrule that was slowly getting more technological, and then Ganon
corrupted them. Corrupted or created?
Corrupted. He seems to be the calamity.
Yeah. So you think these things were just designed to help maintain the peace and stuff? Yeah.
Like, whatever he is, if they're controlled by magic, he probably corrupted the magic that controls them.
Would explain a lot of their placement.
Yeah. They're all around holy sites and stuff.
They're probably like the original Guardians. They try to mimic.
Yeah.
So they're like, maybe it all depends on how the events of the game and such took place, but it's like maybe they had some in the beginning. Ganon's calamity happened, started turning them, destroying Hyrule, and they thought that the Guardians they had though may have made it so that they wouldn't need a hero at the time. But eventually they all got corrupted.
Well, that's I think theory crafting's for another video. I have a theory about that. Maybe we'll do that once we get an official date.
But I guess 2 other takeaways from the trailer is we have 2 more people.
A mysterious, probably also frozen in time person who might be Zelda. I'm just taking a guess.
Clearly it's Nabaru, you fool.
And somebody fighting with you in the background.
Oh, those villagers? Oh, that's...
Yeah. Or who else are you
talking about? The one with the thing in their hair when he's kneeling?
Oh.
The one who's clenching...
That's who I'm talking about.
The one who's clenching their fist, yeah.
The one who's in the same, tunic as Link.
Well, yeah, those are the 2 I'm talking about. But the scene where you see people fighting, neither of those are Link. Those are villagers. That's a different scene entirely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The one's the girl with the really long hair that's holding the Sheikah slate. Yeah, that's the one I think is Zelda.
I don't think that's hers. I think she picked it up and is gonna give it back to Link. But we'll see.
I think that's a cutscene from the past where she's putting stuff into it and she's getting it ready.
And then, there's not much to talk about in the gameplay. Just
Bill sucks. Bill sucks.
They showed off Lizopolis, and
they're annoying as always.
Yes, They have big spears, and you can hit those spears with lightning, and then they get roasted.
And you gotta be careful how much metal you're packing, because they can do the same to you.
Yeah. I actually like that, like, the rods in this game cause a lot of chaos.
Fire
like,
rod.
Yeah, if you found it in the E3 demo, apparently you had a lot more fun because you could just shoot these giant, like, balls of death, and they bounce. They react to where they land.
Yes.
And I would just love to do that. Like, get up really high and start shooting them everywhere. And see how much of the forest I can destroy.
I would try to find like a moblin or something like fortress and just get to a high tree like outside and just start lobbing them in and maybe hit some explosive barrels and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And
That actually sounds really
yeah,
fun.
and I'd love to hope by that same token that an ice rod will be just as fun too. Maybe you can make giants.
Well, I don't think you get an ice rod because one of your powers is creating ice blocks. And they freeze water when we go in them.
Well, I'm thinking more of, dropping icicles on people and slicking floors and stuff.
Yeah. What if ice behaved like a fluid when you shoot it out of the rod?
Maybe.
That'd be interesting.
Well, it's just funny. You could bait some people, slick the ground, so when they turn the corner, they slip, and then you could just peg them with arrows while they're down.
Yeah. They haven't shown much of the crafting yet, and we know that's a big part of the game. They showed food. They get to show how we would make a lightning arrow. Maybe when your rod breaks, you can take the shards and equip them to arrows.
Maybe you have to.
They haven't said if there's a way to repair weapons.
Yeah, they just break and that's it seems.
Well, again, we don't know if there's any towns.
Well, there's got to be like smithies and stuff.
Yeah. Like, I would pay to upgrade weapons over the course of the game.
Yeah. Heck, you could have smithies that are like, hey, if you bring me this weapon or something, either, I'll upgrade it or I'll upgrade something you already have, as long as you brought me this.
Yeah, I think, and we know rupees are in the game. People found them,
Yeah.
So there has to be a reason to spend them on things. So, yeah, why not?
Weapons, food, and clothes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe eventually.
And they've shown some of the late game armor. Clearly, you need somebody else to make some of it.
Well, they could make some of the armor be down in the shrines, like the harder ones.
Yeah, I assume like your ultimate outfit will be the hero's clothing.
Yeah.
And they'll give you infinite stamina.
Oh, thank you. That's the kind of thing I want to enjoy in this game, is having be able to climb forever. I mean, if by late game though, you can always just use the airship, but you can't in tight spaces. And hopefully, maybe in the game you can get some actual climbing gear to help out with your stamina.
Well, you have to, because otherwise you can't get back onto the plateau.
That one picture just shows Link on that really, really steep climbing. It's like, can't you get an axe?
You can climb down. You can't. Well, you get the hang glider specifically because you can't climb down. So I think at some point you'll have a weapon.
It'll just be funny to climb up these huge things and then the dog just meets you at the top. Your wolf Link. It's like there were stairs around there, buddy.
I wonder if you'll get a falcon again, or if that
Loftwing?
Well, they show one of those bird people looks like Loftwing. I thought was interesting. But no, like a falcon, like in Twilight Princess. Somebody who can like go attack enemies or grab things far.
That would be nice.
So I think that covers about everything.
Hopefully we get more out of that in January, but I doubt it. They'll probably hold a direct after that Switch presentation.
More than likely.
Because
starting a 3-day demo event, I believe.
Yeah, that's exposing how many people have been blacklisted by Nintendo. Sorry, Lauren. Or Laura. Lauren, either way.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she got blacklisted for doing her job, so.
Well, you have to balance these things out. You can't just.
Yeah.
It's tough being a game journalist sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to keep your relationships stable, but you also have to, give people information.
Mm-hmm.
She just rolled the dice wrong.
Yeah. So, even though this can be set for videos obviously in the future, but at this present moment, I naively want to hope Zelda is still ready for March, but I wouldn't be if summer makes a thing.
If it's delayed any further than June, I'm just gonna lose it. I don't care. I waited enough. You delayed it for the goddamn Switch. We all know you did. If you can't make the launch of the console, it better freaking be a hand job machine at the rate they're going. I'm just saying.
As you said, we haven't seen the crafting mechanic yet. Do you want to make a fishing rod, or do you want?
Do you want to make something else? Okay, with that, I think we're done. My wonderful analogy. You can find me and Mark on Twitter. I'm on @KingRiptor, and he is on @AnalystDuelist. We rarely, if ever, post things related to the show. We're going to start doing that more. We have a Facebook page, and I think I'm just going to disable. This is kind of a mess. But Facebook.com/RobotoughPodcast. Go check it out. If more people join, I'm trying to get more interactions going, things like that. But it just seems like nobody's really looking. So.
We will delete our channel once we get to 50 million subscribers.
Hopefully. I don't know if this episode's going to make the cut. Hopefully, in the new year, we will be hosted on something. I don't think it's going to be SoundCloud. They seem awful. But it might be SoundCloud. So you can find us there, and then once we have the requisite 7 episodes, you can find us on iTunes as well. Maybe Google Play. I've heard they're a big thing now, too.
We'll also come to your child's birthday party. I hear Jason can make a nice elephant with balloons.
I can make a snake. Or a knot.
And I'm more of a mathematician.
Yes. Don't hire us for birthdays, everyone. We will see you all next week. We're going to do the Power Rangers movie. If you ever wanted to see Steve mad, this might be your only chance. Adios.